Madin Mazimba, I'm back again, and in this video I'll be giving you a review of Janet Manyowa's latest EP titled Sounds of Victory. Now, Janet Manyowa is one talented artist and she has one solid team that is behind her. And since she entered the music scene, she has been excelling, she has been dominating. Her past two albums, they all went on to win awards, and I feel this EP is most likely to follow on that trend. Now, I'm very much honored to have been one of the invited guests at the launch of the Sounds of Victory EP, and it was also my first time, seeing Janet perform live, and I have to say she's quite an energetic and fierce performer. I enjoyed watching her perform. Now, going to this EP, I have to say it's quite a challenging task for me to have to review an EP whereby I already know 4 of the 6 tracks are on this EP. The track Tariro, the track Makafanira, the track Ngatumkudze Mwari, and Ndimi. Those tracks, they were already released some time back, like Ndimi. Ndimi was released towards the end of last year, so it's quite a challenge for me to have to review track yekuti takatoitamba kare takatopedza. Maybe there are going to be some new stuff, but like Janet put it at the day of the launch, with this EP is sort of like a compilation of what we have done so far. It was not really going to be a compilation of new tracks, but just of the stuff that they had done so far. And in a way, I just feel good that EP launch was sort of an excuse by Janet and his team not to have a moment to mingle with the fans, given this never-ending lockdown. A lot of artists are to being mingling, talking, personal interaction with their fans, and Janet and team, I think, what can we do? Let's just organize a small event where we mingle with the fans, we talk with the fans, quite a good performance for them to enjoy. But regardless, like I said, I enjoyed this performance. The event was well organized. Now, going to the production of this album, I have to say the production is done very well. Janet and her team, they definitely spare no expense when it comes to production, and because of that, all of their projects, they sound very good. And this project, it sounds very good from the first track to the last track. You're not looking at the information that is provided on the sleeve. When you get a copy of the disc of this EP, you get to see the array of talent that Janet worked with on this EP, and it's definitely a testament of what I've said. They spare no expense, they definitely go all in terms of the production. Now, in terms of the instrumental arrangements, I have to say the instrumental arrangements, they are made very well. Janet is definitely one of those people. At the moment, she's definitely at the forefront of pushing this new modern gospel sound. I think gospel in Zimbabwe is sort of like a specific sound. Gospel, anything who did anything different, and Janet, she's just she's showing a lot of people that gospel does not really have to sound the same. We must not sound like what gospel used to sound in the early 2000s. We must move with time, and her music is definitely pushing those boundaries very far. Now, in terms of instrumental arrangement, I have to say, like I said, the instrumental arrangements, they are made quite well. My favorite arrangement is on the track Makafanira, and one of the things that I love, why this track is my favorite, is because it's sort of like a departure from the sort of arrangements that we had now got used to from Janet. I remember my wife, she said this other day, your favorite? We go, I'm going to Ngaramba Chimba one song, because quite a number of the tracks, they're now sort of sounding familiar, like the track Ndimi, the track Tariro. These tracks were sort of sounding familiar. So, like she said, my wife could not, I don't remember one song. So that's why I'm a huge fan of Makafani, because it's sort of like a departure to the usual arrangement that Janet, Janet, in these past couple of projects. And also, looking at the sleeve, I saw it on that track they worked with Clive Monomukundu, the legendary Clive Mono. Clive Monomkundi is respected for a reason, and I'm very sure that his input, it's sort of yakatoshanda in a way to really alter this sound, Janet. So I think going forward, I'm very much looking forward to see how Janet is going to push, to expand her sound and the other people that she's going to work with in the future. So in terms of the instrumental arrangements, I have to say despite some of the tracks feeling a bit familiar, the arrangements, they are still spot on, the quality is still top notch. And then now we go to the themes. Now this album is a gospel album, but she tackled a couple of issues under that gospel theme. She was exalting the Lord on tracks such as Magafanira and Dreamy, Oh Mari, and she was thanking the Lord. She was in a thanksgiving kind of mood on the track, many blessings, and then she was urging others to praise and worship the Lord on the track. When she did that rendition of, as she said, one of her favorite hymns on the track, Ngati Mukudze Mwari. And then on Tariro, that's a track that was definitely made with 2020 in mind, because 2020 was quite a challenging year and a lot of people needed hope. And on the track Tariro, Janet was definitely giving people hope, and it's a very beautiful track. And then we go to the vocals. Now in terms of the vocals, Janet is definitely a talented vocalist, and it shows throughout this whole project. And one thing that really impressed me, in that vocal department, at the backing vocals, they were definitely spot on throughout this project. And having been on the launch, those backing vocalists, they even sounded way better live than they do on the disc. They were just amazing. Those three backing vocalists, especially the guy, they were just amazing. The notes they were hitting, it was just spot on. So I have no complaints in terms of the vocals of this project. And so in a nutshell, that's it for this EP, Sounds of Victory by Janet Manyowa. And I very much enjoyed listening to this EP, and I feel a lot of you are also going to enjoy listening to this EP. And like I said, I'm very much looking forward to see how Janet is going to expand her sound. How is she going to continue pushing the boundaries of what modern gospel music should sound like in Zimbabwe. So my overall rating for this EP, I give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I've enjoyed listening to this EP. So for those who have managed to listen to this project, go in the comment section, tell me what's your favorite track from this whole EP. What do you think about the EP as a whole? After that, come back, like the video, subscribe to the channel. See you again next time.